Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available. Fall 2025. I mean, summer's here. I can't say summer. Fall, Halloween 2025. The album, Dad. Shimmy, shimmy. What's a Halloween song that I should sing? What's a Halloween? Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Creep show, peep show, where'd you get those eyes? Woo! You know it's Friday when I sound like that because, baby, I stayed up late last night watching The Pit. I stayed up. Have y'all watched this show, The Pit? Oh, my God. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. People have been telling me for weeks now, months. My cousin Caroline told me when episode 1 came out. Caroline said, she goes, you need to watch The Pit. And so I watched the trailer for it, and I was like, oh, is this just like another Grey's Anatomy or ER? My husband loves them hospital shows. I don't love those hospital shows. But anyway, so although Grey's Anatomy, all 362 seasons, that is on my list of goals to finish this summer, is to catch up, to start. I've got all the big shows on my list, okay? Listen, I got all the big shows on my list. I've got a lot of new shows I want to watch. If you want to know what I'm watching, go over to my Peter Watches TV channel where I cover all the TV shows. This weekend, I'm going to be covering some true crime over there. I'm going to be covering the Bakersfield 3. I'm going to be covering, I think, the Tylenol murders, if I get it done. I'm going to be covering Southern Fried Lies over there. So I'm doing some true crime, okay? But I watch so much TV. So this summer, my plan was to watch all listen, I haven't done this over here in a while. So I keep lots of TV lists in my phone. I'm a list maker. I'm like Santa Claus, okay? Not just because of the beard. I'm keeping a list and I'm checking it twice. So I have on here my weekly TV list of all the shows that I watch every week. Now, it's very short right now. The list is, we watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, my husband and I together. It's coming up on the end. They just announced that the reunion seats, which is always a big deal, where everybody's sitting. Drew Sidora's at the very end, where she should be. And then Britt Edie, she said she wasn't coming on the reunion. You know what that means, don't you? You're fired. Okay, if you don't show up for the reunion, you're done. And then 1,000 Pound Sisters I watch every week. I did at Sister Wives. Did I put that on here? All right, Sister Wives. I do Sister Wives coverage, 1,000 Pound Sisters coverage. I'm also going to start watching the first episode of season 1 just came out. 1,000 Pound Roomies. So, also, I have a new Instagram. Well, I have my old Instagram, Peter Monn. But I also have a new Instagram that's called Peter Watches TV. And on my stories, I put up every night what I'm watching and stuff. Then RuPaul's Drag Race is on tonight. And then I got to watch the first episode of New Generation, the new Bravo show that's got like Candy Burris' daughter on it, you know, and what's his name? Meredith Marks, Brooks Marks is on there. And then there's a bunch of other people, Real Housewives kids. And then I got to watch The Valley, Poker Face, and The Single Lives of Mormon Wives. But that's just my weekly TV, okay? Oh, I still got my notes from 1,000 Pound Sisters yesterday. Okay, in 2025, I keep a list of how many shows I've watched and when I've watched them. I have so far, this does not count movies, okay, or standalone true crimes. I have watched 65 shows this year so far. The last show that I finished was Love After Lockup Season 2. Just finished that 2 days ago. School Spirit Season 2. Hack Season 4. Squid Game Season 2. The Last of Us Season 2. Love After Lockup Season 1. Love After Lockup Season 6. Survivor Season 48. Squid Game Season 1. Amazing Race Season 37. Vanderpump Villa Season 2. Happy Face. Elsbeth. Ghost. Dark Wind Season 3. The Eternaut. Traders UK. Season 3. Baby, we've been watching some TV over here. Then I keep a list. Hold on. Where shows to watch for review. And I've got on here the Sherry Papini new documentary. Tylenol Murders, The Mortician, and Single Lives of Mormon Wives. And then I keep a list. Where is it at? Hold on a second. Shows to binge. Where is she at? Where's my shows to binge? Tell me I did not delete that. Shows to watch for review. Movies on Amazon Prime that I want to watch. Rebel Without a Cause. Do you know I've never seen that movie? I've seen like clips of it. Where? Shows to binge 2025. I was like, oh my God, please don't tell me that I deleted that. Yellowstone. I've never watched it. Well, with my husband, if he's in bed, I'll watch it. Grey's Anatomy. Sugar. Goodbye Earth. I've watched all Below Deck Mediterranean almost, but I've never watched Below Deck the original, so I got 12 seasons of that. Handmaid's Tale, Game of Thrones. Oh my Lord, I got so many things on here to watch. The Last Anniversary of the Jackal. Oh my God. Residents. Oh, School Spirits too. I just finished that. I can mark that one off. Grosse Pointe Society. The Hunting Party. Everybody's been telling me to watch Balin Out Loud. Yellow Jackets, this new season I haven't watched yet. Oh my God, I got so many things to watch. I got so many shows. I ain't got time to be making no videos today. I definitely don't have time to be doing no research for no videos, okay? Who is texting me right now? Is this my husband? He said, okay. Anyway, I definitely don't have time to be doing no research for no videos. Which is why the video that I filmed before this was me going through all my old jewelry that I didn't even know was in the jewelry boxes, and then decided to get rid of all this stuff. Okay, so y'all helped me clean out my old jewelry and told some stories. It ended up being like 35 minutes or something like that. But anyway, I found some watches I forgot that I had. I actually thought 2 of these watches were Techno Marine, but at closer attention, when I got done, I was like, this one's a Techno Marine watch, and this is the watch that my dad gave me. So if you go watch that video, here's the edit and the correction. My dad gave me this watch. The other watch is an Aldo watch, but it looks very similar to this. So anyway, found that watch. Found some beaded necklaces that I love so much. Anyway, got all kinds of stuff. A watch for my brother-in-law. So that was the video that I filmed before this. But I was like, you know what? I don't know. I don't want to talk about something. Now, when I say this, watch what I look up. It's going to be real dark today. Because I was like, I don't want to do some dark drama video. I want to flip a fan and put some lip gloss and lip balm on. I want to just have some kind of fun today over here, you know? So anyway, I was talking to my good Judy Tiny Jean the other day. And she was telling me something. I can't even remember what she was telling me. Something about, did you hear something about somebody? somebody who wrote the book of love. She said something about, that's how my mind works, if you didn't know. Okay, but anyway, so, first of all, this lip gloss, what is this brand? I don't know. This brand is horrible. Okay, it's horrible. Ruby something butter bomb. This is bad. It's bad. It's just not good at all. It's just not. And I got some other lip glosses in there, but in all honesty, I'm too lazy to open them up. Have you ever done this with a lip gloss? And then finally you get the scissors out, like after 5 minutes of going like this. Why is the plastic not ripping? I have just I have just summarized somebody's day for them. That this is literally like my day. When your day feels like, you know when Katy Perry asks you, do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Fuck Katy Perry. Do you know, have you ever felt like this when you can't get the plastic off of something? You're like, ah! You just want to like scream at it. Like, what? Get off! Or like you're so hungry and you're standing in the kitchen and you're trying to open like some salsa or something and you can't figure out where to tear it and it's not tearing. Or like when you got a bag of crackers or something. This is so real, okay? This is so real and you can't figure out where to open it. It's like, where's the tack? Where's the... You feel like a squirrel out the yard with a peanut. You're like, how do I get into it? How do I get into it? That's how I feel with these lip glosses sometimes. So listen, I don't have time for it, but let's let this bake. Okay. So I was talking to my good Judy Tiny Jean the other day. And she said something about, did you hear about something that happened? And it was like some pop culture person. I don't even know who it was. But anyway, she keeps up with all, it was a housewife or something like that probably. And I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And she goes, it was on TMZ. I go, oh girl, oh girl. Miss me with that TMZ shit. Anyway, she goes, you don't read the TMZ or watch the TMZ. I didn't even realize that TMZ was something you could watch, first of all. She said she watches TMZ all the time. Is it like a TV channel now or something like that? Everybody's got the apps and TV channels and all kinds of stuff. I just can't keep up, okay? By the way, though, I will tell you, like I was starting this video, I started watching The Pit, okay? Probably 4 or 5 days ago. Oh my God, I am so into it. It's 15 episodes and the whole thing takes place in one day. Did you know that? Oh, this is how I found out about it. I went to the pool earlier in the week and my friend at the pool. So I must have started it, what is today, Friday? I must have started it Monday night. Because my friend at the pool on Monday, she said, you got to watch The Pit. And I was like, oh girl, I got that on my list, you know, watch it, whatever. And so then she was like, no, did you know it takes place all in one day? And I go, what? And she goes, yeah, it's like one day. My husband said like 24. And I go, I only like Kiefer Sutherland and Lost Boys, and after that, I just kind of fell out of love with Kiefer Sutherland. I didn't really even like him that much, but Jamie Gertz and Lost Boys, oh my God, star. I wanted to be Star in Lost. Did you ever see the Lost Boys? Jamie Gertz, she played Star. I wanted to be Star, okay? Just like in St. Elmo's Fire, I wanted to be Jules, Demi Moore. Anyway, but I wasn't. That's not how my life turned out. And now in retrospect, when I watch it back, I don't think I really wanted to be Demi Moore, you know? By the way, did you watch that real sad documentary that Andrew McCarthy put out? It should have been called Why I'm Bitter That I Never Really Made Much of My Career or something like that. Apparently he's doing a lot now these days, but Andrew McCarthy, who was part of the Brat Pack, do you remember that? Like movies that I grew up on, like 16 Candles, and I think it's weird that Anthony Michael Hall wasn't in that documentary. But anyway, Breakfast Club, all those movies, basically that starred Molly Ringwald. I love her so much. I love Molly Ringwald so much. I read this French book the other day, and she translated it. Did you know she did that? I didn't know she translated books. It's like Sissy Spacek. She narrated To Kill a Mockingbird. Did you know that? Oh my God. Reese Witherspoon has a book coming out with Harlan Coben too. See, this is how my mind works. Keep up, okay? This is when people go, oh my God, you're so ADHD. It's not my fault. Keep up, baby, keep up, okay? This is how the world works. We're thinking. Always thinking, baby. Always new ideas, okay? I'm sorry I'm shooting 300 ideas out to you at the same time and you can't keep track, okay? Maybe the problem's not with me, okay? And you having to criticize ADHD. Maybe the fact is that you're too slow, baby. You can't keep up, okay? Keep up, baby. The world's spinning around you and you're missing out. I can shoot 100 facts at you in 30 seconds flat, baby. Don't think I can't, okay? So anyway, first of all, can we normalize, first of all, not shaming people for maybe mental health diagnoses or calling them out for that, and instead maybe looking at it as, because, you know, I talk about this a lot in my vlog, okay? I got PTSD, I got OCD, I got all kinds of things. I'm a recovering alcoholic and addict, you know, and the way that I look at it today is I don't want to say, hey, my name is Peter Monn, and let me give you my diagnoses. For me, it's a way to better understand how I view the world, okay? How I work in the world. You know, and one of the greatest things that has ever happened on YouTube is when I turned that camera on, and no, it wasn't day one, it was probably 6 months in, that y'all made me feel so comfortable with my voice that I hated for years and years and years. You know, people put me down for being effeminate and things like that. My voice that I hated for years, y'all said, I mean, some people said that my voice caused their ears to have cancer, which I think is kind of it's a really rude comment to people that are going through having cancer. I think that's rude to them. To me, it don't really do much. But you know, but I got a few comments about my voice. But then people will be like, your voice is so soothing. It is! Oh my God. But now people would say your voice is so soothing. On my vlog. But you know, when I was able to just be myself and share what I had gone through in the world and the way that I viewed the world, it's like I found the people that I was supposed to find, you know? Like, the people that were attracted to that watched my videos and nodded and agreed and was like, yeah, like I think the way that Peter thinks, you know? And I'm not saying that, I'm not talking about opinions. I'm talking about the way that we view the world. We all view the world differently, okay? And, you know, when we want to talk about mental health issues and all this kind of stuff and addiction and recovery, they're all just different perspectives of how somebody looks at the world. It's not a worse or better thing. Can we destigmatize mental health issues being a worse or better thing? Can we destigmatize putting somebody down for a mental health issue, like having social anxiety or having PTSD? Like, that's a really sick person that would even question or put somebody down for that, right? Because, like, my social anxiety, me understanding that I have social anxiety, me understanding that I have obsessive compulsive disorder, is me just kind of, like, understanding how I fit in the world, how I view the world, and then I'm able, if I understand it better, and I'm working on it in therapy, just had a session yesterday, that it allows me to look at the world in a completely different way. And if we understood each other and we embraced each other's differences that way, you know, and then maybe that would extend to all people's difference, not just with mental health, but all of our backgrounds are different. And maybe stop and listen to somebody's story, you know, for a second. Be like, oh wait, they come from a different point of view than I do. Maybe we listen, you know? Fuck, what do I know? Last week I said if we could change the world with a shimmy. But y'all shimmy, didn't you? And for that day, we were happy. And the world did change for some of us that day. So I guess it just goes to show that I like to give the world a shimmy. So anyway, today though, let's break it down. Okay, so I was talking to my friend Tiny G, and she was telling me somebody on TMZ or something like that. I was like, girl, TMZ's liars, okay? TMZ, I've said this for a long time now, You can check it out with their coverage of Colleen Ballinger. They pick and choose who they want to cover about, okay? They will slam dunk the reputation of some people, and they will never cover somebody else, okay? They will never cover somebody because they got people that work there that know those people, that are friendly with those people, and things like that. So there are some people that they will never cover, okay? It's all networking in Hollywood. And then other people, they'll just completely ruin their careers, okay? So for me, I have never looked at TMZ, and I'm not talking about, like, they're a drama channel with one person, okay? I mean, they have a lot of people working for them that they could vet out stories. They don't even get some stories right, okay? That they could vet out stories, that they could cover every pop story that came out. But anyway, I used to have the app on my phone, and I think I still do. Oh, here it is. And Tanya Jean was like, you don't ever read the TMZ or go watch the TMZ? I said, I didn't even know they had a TV show. So anyway, she goes, well, I do, and this is what they're reporting on it. So I thought today, why don't we go over to the TMZ and see what they're talking about? I might get some fresh stories, like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What was that song? I used to sing at my parents went away for a week's vacation, and they left the keys to the brand new Porsche. Okay, so let's go into TMZ and see what hot stories they're reporting on, because, well, I had some other videos to make today, but I just didn't really want to get into some deep stuff, okay? Joe Rogan, someone take Elon's phone and end this madness. Okay, no, I'm not talking about that. Diddy trial. Jane says, why are you wanting me to talk about dark stuff? Jane says federal raids didn't stop freak-offs. Miami meetup month before his arrest. What? What? Okay, so they came into his house, and then he had a freak-off after that? What is this? Diddy's ex-girlfriend says even feds raiding 2 of his residents didn't stop the freak-offs. Because she says one of the last ones she last participated in was in August 2024, about a month before he was arrested. Jane is back on the stand for her second day of testimony. And this whole trial, can we just talk about, this is why victims don't ever want to come forward, okay? That's just my 2 cents on that. And prosecutors went through the entertainers she said she had sex with during hotel nights, names she and Diddy gave to their freak-offs, hotel nights. Jane ran through the last time she says she had sex with these people, and when it came to Don, the man she says took part in her first freak-off with Diddy, she says they last took up in 2024. It also didn't take place at a hotel, Jane testified. She said they held the freak-off at Diddy's Miami home on Star Island. Have you ever been to that Star Island? Oh, my Lord. I read a whole book about Star Island. Well, 2 books now about Star Island. That Star Island's amazing, isn't it? What's that one? Real Housewife of Miami. Well, 2 of them. Leah Black. Well, she's not on the show anymore. Leah Black she moved to Star Island. And then, Lisa Hochstein. Hochstein. She was with Lenny Hochstein that divorced her for the younger woman, and then she left him. Do you remember that? I like Lisa Hochstein a lot. Lisa, if you're watching this, baby, I love you. Okay, I love Miss Lisa Hochstein. I kind of like Leah Black, too, back in the day. They should bring her back, don't you think? But anyway, Real Housewives of Miami is coming back next week. I cannot wait. Miss Marisol in the house, baby. I cannot wait. This bullshit just makes me depressed, okay? That there are people out there in the world that are doing some sick shit like Diddy, okay? This is what's called money, power, ego, arrogance, and pride, okay? This is some sick shit. It makes me even sad. I'm not reading any more about it. I'm not reading no more about it. It just makes me sad. Let's go to the next story. Hot videos. Aaron Rodgers is a good fit with Mike Tomlin, ex-Steelers. I don't know who that person is. Taylor Lorenz examines Luigi. Is she that? Who is that? What? Oh, Taylor Lorenz. Did she used to work for the Insider or something like that? How do I know her name? New video shows daring crypto. I don't know nothing about that crypto, but did you watch that true crime? See, this is where we're not going to get to anything because I don't care about none of these stories because I don't know nothing about these stories, okay? This is how it's next. But did you ever watch that movie about those 2, like, brain geniuses and then they got married and then they killed somebody or something like that, and they, like, had, like, $90 billion in crypto, but they couldn't, like, cash it out or whatever, and that woman was a rapper? Did you watch that true crime documentary? What was that called? It was so weird. Hold on a second. I'll tell you what it's called, because I got my true crime right here. True Crime Watched. I got a list called True Crime Watched. Okay, what was that documentary called? I just watched it not too long ago. Bad Influence. No, that was about them kids. That was so boring, them kids. A Body in the Snow, the trial of Karen Reed. Con Mom. No, that wasn't that. Murder on the Friday Night Lights. Oh my God, I love that so much. Okay, I don't like sports. I mean, the Pacers won last night, and I'm from Indianapolis. Woo, baby! Game one, baby! Game one! Okay. You gotta say that if you're from Indianapolis. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means, okay? But that's what everybody's saying online. So anyway, but I love movies that have to do with football games. Like, what's that? Rudy. I love that one so much. And The Blind Side. And then Friday, what's the movie about basketball? Hoosiers. Because that's what we call it in Indiana. If you're from Indiana, you're a Hoosier. Did you ever see that movie with Gene Hackman? So good, wasn't it? But anyway, what? Scamanda. Oh my God, do you remember that movie? Scamanda documentary. She's crazy. Devil in the Family. An update on her family. The Fox Hollow Murders. Playground of a Serial Killer. How could we forget that? I've made 400 videos about that over here. American Murder. Gabby Petito. That was so sad. Girls Gone Wild. The Untold Story. That guy, he is a weirdo, straight up. He was friends with Leah Black from Miami. See, all things come together. Leah Black, if you don't remember, okay, on Real Housewives of Atlanta. No, Real Housewives of Miami. She was one of the OGs. She was on season 1, okay? She would host the Leah Black Foundation fundraiser every year, okay? And that guy that owned, Joe something, that owned Girls Gone Wild, she was always his special guest. I guess I didn't turn out too well for her. What was that movie called? I'm Not a Monster, the Lois Reese story. No, but that was good. This is the Zodiac speaking. I don't like Mondays. Where is the... Oh, that was so sad. I don't like Mondays. Finding Andrea. Devil in the Family. Bad Influence. What was the True Crime... Now I gotta look this up. Y'all are driving me crazy. True Crime. About crypto. Rapper. If I didn't write it down on my list, it's probably why I can't find it. Razzle Khan was her name. What was the true crime called? What was the true crime documentary called? Here it is, New York. Crypto convict Heather Razzle Khan Morgan, convicted in $4.5 billion heist, would rather be a proud felon than a backstabbing wife. What was the documentary called? Biggest heist ever. Wait, as a recent... What was the documentary called? Razzle Khan... Now I gotta look this up. Y'all are driving me crazy. You gotta watch this documentary. It is crazy documentary. Okay. I keep the dates of when I watch shows so I can tell you when I finished it if I have it on my thing. I probably didn't write it down. The Razzle Khan you're referring to is likely from the Netflix documentary Biggest Heist Ever. Okay, well, where is it at? Biggest Heist Ever. Biggest... Oh, here it is. I finished it on 12/23. The Christmas gift that keeps on giving. Okay, let's get back to TMZ. Jennifer Garner locking lips like teenagers with who? With boyfriend. It says 53 going on 13. She's a grown fucking adult. Let her kiss who she wants to. Jennifer Garner's got one guy in the brain, longtime boyfriend John Miller. And the two, he looks just like Ben Affleck from the back. And the two were caught, I mean he did though. Look, okay, he looks just like Ben Affleck from the back. And the two were caught locking lips like horny teens outside his LA pad. Check it out. Jim was all googly-eyed for John, snuggled up, smooching hard, and straight up staring into his soul like a woman in love. Oh, he don't look anything like, here he is. He doesn't look anything like Ben Affleck. I don't care about them kissing. Celebrities eating donuts. It's today. It's the National Donut Day or something like that. Adam Sandler. Hey, Derrick Henry. Who's that? Is he a football player or something? If you run for 2,000 yards, I'll put you in a movie. Trisha Paytas would probably do that. She loves Adam Sandler. You'll float too. Come on, Barbie, let's go pool party. What's this? Why is TMZ even write an article about it? TMZ, Malibu Barbie inflatable golf cart. Speaking of Trisha Paytas, see? Baby, I'm like a psychic. One thing just leads to the next. I was just talking about Trisha Paytas with Adam Sandler, and then it comes to Malibu Barbie. Watch. I bet you anything. Joe Francis. That was what the guy's name was. I bet you anything. I haven't even gone through this, and there's no way you could script the madness that is going through my head right now, okay? I bet you anything. Something about Girls Gone Wild is going to come up in here. Something like that. Or something to do with Real Housewives of Miami. Watch. Bouncy Castle. Wait. P. Diddy trial. Jane says, okay. Not... Hot celebrity butts. Guess who? Oh, that's kind of a fun game, though, isn't it? Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday, y'all. That's what Amy Slayton says. You want to see a picture of Amy Slayton? Hold on a second. I got a picture for y'all of Amy Slayton. Hold on. Hey, y'all. It's Amy. Hold on. Hey, y'all. It's Amy. Okay, this is a fun video, though. Are y'all having fun? Are you shimmy that if you're not having fun? This is a fun video. Okay. Happy Friday, y'all. Can you guess which gorgeous gal put her voluptuous body on full display in the sexy Sandy Snap? She's an Aussie model living and hustling in Los Angeles. I don't know who that. I have no idea who that could possibly be. Nor do I really give a shit. Diddy trial. They are constantly on the Diddy trial. Jane says she took ecstasy for sexual energy. Needed to be numb during freak-offs. Okay. Oh, here it is. Britt Eady. Was I just talking about this? Okay. Blows up Bravo over oral sex pic. Files lawsuit after explicit poster drama. So if you don't know about this, okay, Miss Kenya Moore, she lost her fucking mind. Okay, she lost her mind, and she opened her hair salon, and while she was there, she posted all these pictures of Britt Eady, the new cast member, because she had issues with her, participating because she used to be like a chat model and whatever. These pictures of her supposedly, and maybe they were underage pictures of her engaging. They didn't show them on the show or anything like that. But, I mean, that's horrible. Okay, Kenya Moore, you should never have done it. But now, Britt Eady is supposedly coming out and saying that she finally looked at the pictures and they weren't even of her. That does not take away what Kenya Moore did, okay? And you cannot convince me otherwise. But, so here's Britt Eady, if you don't know her, okay? And Britt Eady is suing Bravo over a jaw-dropping photo on posters Kenya Moore handed out at her salon opening of what looked like Britt engaged in a sex act last year. In her lawsuit, Eady claims the posters appeared to show her performing oral sex, and she says Bravo falsely yet unmistakably implied it was her. They said it was her. I mean, they made the entire show this season around that. And in her blowjob pic, and she's looking for $20 million in damages. $20 million. Damn, Andy. You better come up with that money. You got 2 kids now. The Kenya Moore hair salon spa opened in June 2024, and Kenya handed out posters that appeared to show Eady in the oral act. Eady, hold on a second. Oh, shit. I got all these pictures of, do you love TMZ? No. Why are you giving me a survey? Okay, show Eady in the oral act. Eady was not present at the opening, but she blew up. Actually, I think Eady brought her flowers and everything because they had gotten into it before. It was really kind of sad. But she blew up when she found out. Oh, she brought the flowers, then she left, and then Kenya brought out the pictures. Kenya was subsequently booted from the series. Eady claims Bravo knowingly contributed to a hostile work environment and sexually harassed her by subjecting... This could be a serious lawsuit. Bravo later aired cast members' reactions to the ordeal in an April episode of the show's 16th season, and not one person sided with Kenya. Not one person. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star filed the lawsuit Thursday against Bravo. She just came out yesterday and said she wasn't coming to the reunion. Its parent company and its production company is Truly Original. Okay, Eady is now asking Bravo for the immediate removal of the episode from public access and at least $20 million in damages. The Bravo celebrity filed her lawsuit the same day she said on social media she was not the star of the NSW, or the not safe for work posters. She also confirmed our reporting by letting fans know she skipped out on the reunion. So I guess she is done with the show. Okay, Elon Musk coming out and saying President Trump, Jeffrey Epstein didn't have a... Okay, because apparently Elon Musk is saying that... I don't know about all that. Okay, we're not getting into that over here. Addison Rae strips a sweetheart act. I'm a burlesque bombshell. I thought you were a TikTok person, but you got music out now or something like that? Okay. Jason Biggs from American Pie? What's she doing? I once snorted cocaine out of a trash can. Girl, who would care? Seriously? Or what is going on with Jason Biggs? Is he even on anything anymore? Oh, he was in Orange is the New Black too, wasn't he? Jason Biggs is getting real about his wild past with drugs and booze, and he describes the night he was so out of hand, he ended up retrieving a bag of cocaine straight out of a stranger's trash can. Well, I've been sober for 30 years, and I've done a lot worse than that. So, the actor spilled the tea on the well with Ariel Lore. Everybody's got a podcast. I have never heard of that person. Revealing that after shooting to fame with American Pie at age 19, he had cash, coke, and no one telling him no. During his blackout coke and booze binge fiending phase, not even his wife. Okay, that's sad. He recalled snorting coke at 4 a.m. while his wife slept one night and having anxiety about obligations he had later in the day. So he tossed the baggie in his own trash to stop himself, but 15 minutes later he came crawling back to dig it out and snort another line. Fed up and desperate, he checked the bag in one of his trash bags, but sure enough, he returned shortly after, climbed into the bin, dug it out, and snorted yet another line. It didn't stop there. Okay, it goes on. He stuffed the bag into a Starbucks cup. He drove home, but once his current high wore off, he went back to the stranger's trash to retrieve the bag and finish it. Clearly, it was a long, dark road for Jason, but the father of two finally got sober in 2017. Oh, congratulations. That's amazing, family. Love that. Okay. The absolute worst dressed celebs at 2025 American Music Awards. When was that? Did that happen already? Oh, that takes you to another website. We don't want to do that. Beyonce couldn't hold them. Loses chaps on stage mid-performance. Crypto, kidnap. Taylor Lorenz. Is there anything about anybody? Sarah Jacobs in Newsies. Remember her? No. The camera stopped. I don't even know where I was at talking about this gal, Sarah Jacobs in Newsies. Remember her? Newsies? That Disney movie from like 1985. They're like, come and get your paper. Come and get your paper. Come and get your paper now. That one where they're like on the streets in New York selling news. Come and get your paper. Come and get your paper. Come and get your paper now. Where the Newsies. That movie. Well, I gotta hear about this. What's she doing? Is she something wrong with her or something? Every one of these that I do, there's something tragic that ends up happening. American actress Elle Keats was only 18 years old when she was cast to play Sarah, the caring and naive sister who attracts Christian Bale's character Jack Kelly in the family musical Newsies. I was wrong. It was 1992. I was probably in a trash can digging out cocaine like Jason Biggs. No, true story, because I got sober in 1994. Elle shared the big screen with Christian Bale as the orphan newsboy who inspires his fellow newsboys to fight to higher wages. Jack. I'm sorry, I cannot. Are we having a serious article about Newsies? I mean, like, is this what the world has come to? Guess a sauna star breaking a sweat. I could care. Courtney Stodden not putting meat in my mouth. Not in my mouth. Not in my mouth. Oh, here it is. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Britt Eady. Kenya posters didn't have pick of me. Big reaction because she thought they did. That's when she came out and said, more Diddy. Okay, Jay-Z makes huge $1 million bet on NBA Finals. Here's my pick. Who'd he pick? He better pick the Pacers. Jay-Z will have an extra close eye on the NBA Finals this year. Threw down $1 million with his good friend Michael Rubin's Fanatic Sportsbook. The Thunder led by, on top of the, to be Tyrese Halliburton's Indiana Pacers. But Jay's bet isn't as simple as picking the overwhelming favorite to win. It's got to be in 5 games, meaning the Thunder cannot lose more than once in the best of 7. Baby, they are. Jay-Z lost, baby. We lost. We won last night, baby. Baby! Pacers. My husband, do you know this? That my husband, so my husband back then, I said this in a video not too long ago. I've said it in 9 million videos. But somebody said, your husband danced for the Indiana Fever? Yeah, my husband's high school and college job was that he was a dancer for the Indiana Fever for their hip hop team, okay? My husband's best friends to this day, okay, are all the Pacemates. Some of them present, but mostly from back in the day. One of his closest friends was the Pacemates, the manager of the Pacemates and the cheer coach and all that kind of stuff. Indiana Colts, all that kind of stuff. Fever dancers. It's a small town. They're all friends there, okay? It's a bit of a long shot, though if Jay-Z ultimately loses a wager, don't cry too hard on his bank account. He's worth about $2.5 billion. Well, the Pacers are going to win in 4, so you can just F off with that, Jay-Z, okay? I got to think you got bigger problems of your own. Oh my God, this is so weird. So I was just talking about Dakota Johnson yesterday, and on my vlog, because I was like, I was telling the story about my friend and I, Tiny Jean, going to 50 Shades of Grey, and we got laughing so hard, this couple behind us got mad and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, how do I know Dakota Johnson? And then somebody sent me where I knew her from today, but here she is, Dakota Johnson, 50 Shades of Single and hotter than ever. Is she still going to his game room, though? Billionaire Lucy Guo, no bad blood, dethroning Taylor, I'm a Swiftie. I don't know what that means. Kenya Moore, see you back on Bravo soon. Is she, though? Oh, wait. Hold on now. Kenya Moore speaking out after skipping the taping of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion on Thursday. Moore posted a statement to Twitter or X on Thursday. I'm not over there no more. Saying she's disappointed to not be part of the Real Housewives reunion. She wanted to take full accountability for her actions and deeply apologize to those affected, including cast member Britt Eady. The end of the statement is raising eyebrows, with her parting words being, see you back on Bravo soon. What does it say? Hold on. So her tweet says, I'm disappointed to not be part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta 16 reunion taping today. Please know I take full accountability for my actions and deeply apologize to those affected, including Brittany, the cast, crew, guests, and viewers. Thank you, Kenya. I felt like I deserved a personal apology. What you did to Brit Eady was bullshit, Kenya. That was horrible. I look forward to seeing you all back on Bravo. So, you know, when this story broke like a year ago before the season was out, I was so blown away. Kenya Moore's done a lot of shit on that show, but she's very protective of her business and her daughter. I was blown away. Like, you've lost your mind. Jake Paul slams Trump and Musk's feud, bad for America. Okay, so now we're going to Jake Paul for political opinions and commentary. That's probably a good choice. Kylie Jenner, my boobs are... She was in Indianapolis for the Pacers game. My boobs are bought, but these abs, me and Kenny sweat for them. Okay, I don't care. More Diddy stuff. Is there anything... Skid Row dogs, animal activists barks at politicians. These pups need help. Do you know that my cousin Caroline, she started the Greyhounds in Jail program in Indiana? She did, though. Luigi Mangione, okay, manifesto could shake... Oh, what's... I don't understand all that. I snapped my man's... Gretchen Rossi, I snapped my man's penis. Confessions in Real Housewives, Orange County, Season 19 trailer. Oh, no. Okay. Who's this person? I don't want to... See, now I'm just going into some of these, and then I don't read... More Diddy. I don't know who these people are. Some of these people. Wanted to maybe end on a funny one, but they're all sad. Love and Hip Hop's... Khadijah Lewis, dead at 45. How sad. All these are so sad, you guys. What in the world is so sad? Ghost Adventure's wife, prison time and murder for hire plot to deal. Sentence in Nevada. What? Terry Dubrow, Kylie's boobs need a warning label. Oh, that's why she came out. Because Terry Dubrow, the wife of Heather Dubrow, the plastic surgeon from Botched. Okay. What is this? Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo shine like rubies in first look at Wicked for Good trailers. TMZ, this is so boring. Kristen Cavallari, I dry humped Glenn Powell. People say drama channels are dead. This is boring. This is so boring. Guess the basking babe living on the edge. And that one piece, I don't think so. Love Island USA dropped from show following... Oh, my husband was telling me all about this scandal. Did y'all hear about it? Well, I don't watch Love Island. Should I, though? My husband, he cannot wait until 9 o'clock every night because he is so obsessed with Love Island. So he was telling me all about this scandal and how it was going to be handled on the show and all this kind of stuff. Oh, my God. It's horrible, though, isn't it? It's all sadness in the world. It's all sadness in the world, which is why I read cozy mysteries. So anyway, there you go. Me covering the TMZ stories that I knew absolutely nothing about. And it was tricky. So anyway, I love you guys, and maybe tomorrow, let me know what you want me to talk about, and I will pick a topic, and that will be my video tomorrow. And if I pick your topic, then I will shout you out. And let's leave a little blue heart in the comment section. I haven't done that for a long time. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.